I just saw a video of a woman who made a post and she said, do not try to live the sprinkle sprinkle lifestyle if you are broke. And I agree with her, and I also have a few things that I want to say about this. As someone who has witnessed women trying to live that lifestyle long before Shira 7 came out with it, those women were always broke. Those women always wound up getting dumped. Those women were always being disrespected. Those women at some point always wound up heartbroken. Those women were mean and miserable. What people tend to forget is, for the most part, you have to hang out where the millionaires are, which means you're going to have to spend money to attempt to get money. It costs money to sit courtside at a game. It costs money to constantly keep your hair up. It costs money to constantly get designer clothes. It costs money to get that expensive ass car so you can look the part. It costs money to go to these bars and cigar lounges and restaurants and hotels all the fucking time. And it's so funny, the same women, I remember one in particular bragged about all the designer label makeup she had, and she was trying to take a dig at me because the makeup that I use it's not really all expensive, but she was always broke. I remember having a conversation with this woman, and she was just like obsessed. She was on dating apps every single day, and the only thing she wanted was somebody who had a lot of money, and she would only date older men because she said she could tell who has money and who doesn't. Mind you, none of her past relationships were ever with men with money, so her vetting skills were not that great. But I remember sitting there telling her, yes, I would, be nice to meet someone who's wealthy, sure, but I would like to be in a relationship where we're actually in love and there's actually respect. And she kept steering the conversation back to money. And then she would meet men who would have money and who would take her to these expensive restaurants that she would brag to me about and say things like, I don't know if I should block this guy because he just called me a bitch. But see, when you're broke, you'll put up with shit like that. The last conversation that we had, because we never became friends because she was like super superficial, was her talking about how she's going to have to get a second job. And I'm going to say something that's going to hurt a lot of your feelings, and you're going to hit me with, you got to think positive and blase, blah, blah, blah. Most of you are not going to end up with someone rich, okay? I've made a video about this before, I think several months ago, where I said it's even posted on my YouTube still. Focus on this person being generous and financially stable. I don't want you dating anybody broke because their financial issues will become your financial issues. We're not superheroes. We're not saving anybody's day. But I need you to have your own shit together as well. Okay? I need you to be able to take care of yourself. Yes, I get it. You're frustrated. Capitalism, blah, blah, blah. This is the world we live in. Okay, honey? I need you to be able to take care of yourself so that you're not walking around wishing for a man to come in and save the day because you heard a story about a woman who was broke and she met a man at the grocery store when she accidentally dropped the milk and he picked it up and they've been married ever since and she doesn't have to worry about a thing. That's probably not going to be you. Most of you are going to marry a manager of a store, a mechanic, a teacher, okay? Somebody with a very, average everyday job. And that is okay as long as they are managing their money well and are generous. But if you want to do that sprinkle sprinkle lifestyle, just be prepared to be broke all the time and broken all the time.